Oh, hey everyone. It's your girl, Brittany Felicia. Just going to do a quick little conversation time with Chocolate Mocha. Mocha will be here in just a moment. Going to talk real quick about the contest, Miss Health and Fitness 2020, as well as a few things that have been bothering the both of us, particularly today in social media, Facebook land. So come on in, say hi. You guys got any questions? Bring them on in. Watch your cup.
That's fine. It's my little cup of juice.
Little cup.
Got my cup of juice here.
He's always drinking juice. It's ridiculous.
Just in case I get parched.
Parched. This video might be a little bit of a rant, but deal with that. So, first things first, thank you to everyone that has voted for the Miss Health and Fitness 2020 contest. I actually ended up finishing third in my group, so I'm no longer in the contest, but that's okay. I have I have my competition next week, and I am so excited. By this time next week, I'll have finished. I will be off stage, and yours truly over here will be on stage. Both of us going for that pro card.
Going for the pro card.
But yes, thank you everybody that voted. All the support you guys gave me these past couple of weeks has been amazing. I can't thank you enough. To everybody that purchased Warrior Votes, thank you guys so much. You guys, donated to an amazing cause, the Homes for Wounded Warriors Foundation. So you guys are amazing. Hey, Sarah.
Alrighty. So again, like she said, yeah, we are getting ready for our shows that are next week. We're getting into the final stage of the prep, which is kind of rough, but we're just hanging in there, trying to get through it. You just got to embrace the suck at this point. You've done all this work, might as well just keep going with it. One thing that I wanted to touch base on. Okay, if you guys seen our last video, and again, we do these videos. She did. She was posting about the competition, but always we do the videos too, just so people help people out, give information. Anybody has questions, it's a good forum for them to ask the question. Sometimes people don't know who to go with or who to go to get the right info. So we always give us time for people to ask questions, if any concerns, like just anything, supplement, diet, workout, anything they need.
Or anything you want to talk about.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But again, then you have people like Cassidy G, whatever her name is.
We're calling people out in this video, yes.
Who decided to make a comment on
your post,
on my post, and it said gross.
And the post was actually if you guys have seen me post my link when I was in the Miss Health and Fitness contest, it was a collage of 3 photos from my first competition in 2017, and then July of 2019, and then 5 weeks later in August of 2019. Just the 3 different pictures together
stages.
Of what? My stages. That's what it was. Do you want to pull it up on phone?
And no, I mean, they've probably seen it.
You guys have all seen it, probably.
So that struck a chord in me, and it bothered me. And I'm going to explain why it bothered me. In today's society where we hear about fat shaming going on all the time.
Which is wrong.
Which is wrong. I don't justify fat shaming or any kind of body shaming. Okay? At all. I don't care if you're body shaming somebody for being skinny. I don't care if you're body shaming somebody for being big. It's wrong. It is wrong to do. I don't care. I'll never do it myself. I don't like to hear it being done around me. Because you don't know what that person's going through. You don't know what issues that person may have, okay, to be trying to body shame them. And for her to say gross, look, sweetie, this ain't for you, okay? If it's unattractive, guess what? She's not trying to date you. She's not trying to fuck you.
Definitely not.
So keep your comments to yourself and move on, because we can be as petty, if you want to call it, and pick apart things about you, about other people. But guess what? We don't do that, because why live your life that way? Why do you feel it necessary to tear somebody? And let me tell you something. To be a bodybuilder, okay, to be any kind of athlete, you have to sacrifice so much. Okay, there's a lot of shit that you have to sacrifice, okay, in order to do this sport. Okay, let me say, before I got into bodybuilding, I was a kickboxer. And being in kickboxing, that's pretty much 3 months fight camp, dropping weight, getting ready. And I missed a lot of things, birthdays, holidays. Bodybuilding, it's longer than 3 months.
Especially if you're a woman.
Okay, and it's the same thing. There are times when I can't go to birthday celebrations. I can't go to holidays.
Thank
Different
you.
things that people invite me to that I can't do, she can't do, we can't do it. But it's a temporary sacrifice for a bigger goal that we're trying to achieve. Okay, so it shouldn't give anybody the right to knock what I or she is doing. Okay, it comes with tremendous sacrifice to look the way we do, and we don't do it to please you guys.
We do this because we like the sport, and we dedicate almost 6 months out of our lives to reach a goal on stage. We're going for our pro cards. It's something that we want. We want to be professional bodybuilders. You know, that's something that we want. And if you don't want to do that, that's fine. And for me, like, I've been dealing with it a lot, and I've kept quiet and just kind of, ignore the haters. But I can understand, him seeing it, and it was brought to his attention by his daughter. So she was bothered.
And this is the problem. The woman who did it has kids.
Yeah, like, if you have kids,
I don't understand in today's society where kids are being bullied. How can you,
as a mother,
body shame somebody? But if somebody did that to your kid, you'd be the first one up in arms. How can you do that? It's ass backwards to me. Okay? If somebody called your kid a twig and started making fun of them, or said your kid is fat and ugly and it's gross, look at them, they can't, look at the way they walk, look at the way, you would be upset for your child, as you should be.
Bullying is not okay, and I'll say it right now. When it comes to my Facebook page, I will call you out if you are a bully. I don't care. I'm not going to keep quiet. Oh, just ignore it. No. If you say something on my page and pertain to bullying, especially under something about me, I'm going to call you out. And depending on the day that you get me, I might go petty. And sometimes, you go low. Like Michelle Obama says, we go high. I'm not always going to go high. Because at this point, this has been something that's been happening way too much. Particularly on for me. Like, I don't know what I did to this particular female. I don't even know her. But to comment, it's like that straw that broke the camel's back. Like, you can't keep doing that. I've never met you, but it's happening. I mean, we go to the grocery store, and I'm always grabbing a hoodie out of the car. Because I'm always like, you know what? I don't want people staring at me when I go into the store, because at first he would always ask, why do you have on the hoodie? Even when it was hot.
It could be 90 degrees out, and she was, and let me tell you something, and we both have our little quirks. Again, for me, as you can tell, I wear baggy stuff. I'm a former fat kid. I was big as a kid, okay? Even into my 20s, I weighed close to 300 pounds, and none of it was muscle. So I got comfortable wearing big clothes to hide my body. Okay, so I still do it to some extent. Okay, which I shouldn't have to. I don't have. Okay, so, but I still do. It's just something that in my mind, I feel comfortable doing this. It's like my safety blanket almost. Okay? So, again, and what is it, Selena, it's not letting people affect, because guess what? We're not going to stop doing what we do. That would be it affecting us. If somebody says gross and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to stop doing what we're doing. No. But I want to bring it to light that it's not acceptable.
Or okay.
Because the thing is this. Whether it's on to a child, to an adult, body shaming in any form is not acceptable. Okay? Let's stop with and again, everybody has the right to their own opinion. But guess what? Keep it to yourself.
It's more of a comfort thing with covering up. Like, I'm the same way. Like, I have a 6-pack and everything, but for me, it was a comfortable thing. Like, even growing up, like, I grew up in a religious family. Like, not religious, but like, we went to church. Like, we always, like, you keep certain things covered because it just was for me, it's like, I just like to be comfortable. It's almost like a safety blanket. Like, for me, I love wearing hoodies. I wear hoodies all year long. I wear sweatpants mostly 95% of the time because it's a comfort thing. And it's not because, like, oh, I don't want, but when I go into the grocery store, it's tough, when people are staring at you and you feel like, dang. Like, I used to work at a part-time job aside from my full-time job. And one day, a woman came in with her 2 children and they were talking. And I could hear the 2 little girls. They're like, oh, my God, like, look at her muscles. Like, she's got muscles. And one was like, is it a boy or is it a girl? I get that asked a lot. Like, yes, I'm a girl. I was born a female, been a female my whole life. There's nothing wrong with transgender or anything like that. I'm a woman. Like, that's how I was born. I get my period every month. Like, yes. So the little girls were wondering, which I understand, they're young. They were like maybe 3-4 years old. So I wasn't bothered. But the one older was like, oh, no, it's a girl. She's like, but she has muscles. And the little girl said, well, girls can have muscles, right, Mom? And the mother was like disgusted at the fact that that she was like, oh, yeah, but, you don't need to look like that. Now, that was a teachable moment for that child. Like, yes, it's okay to have muscles. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people are naturally muscular. Me right here. So I felt bad because the little girls, they were so excited. And it's like their mom kind of crushed that moment for them. And it's like, why would you do that? They were curious. There's nothing wrong with curiosity. It's no different. Like, I work for developmentally disabled adults. I love my job. I love what I do. So when I take a resident out and say I have a resident that has CP, cerebral palsies, little kids will stare because they don't know any better. They don't know because they've never been shown or educated. So it's a teachable moment. So when someone is staring or asking a question, you just go, oh, that's so-and-so. They're no different than us, and just teach them. But when you're literally, it's no different than teaching your children to hate someone just based off of how the color of their skin. It's wrong. We're all the human race. We're all human beings. We should all treat each other with respect. So to think that it's okay to come on social media and have what I like to call, internet fingers or Twitter fingers, no, we're not doing that anymore. Because if you saw me in person, I'll say this, I can guarantee you wouldn't stand on that with 10 toes. Because you'll see me and be like, oh, you'll stare, but you won't say anything. There's nothing wrong with wanting muscles. Absolutely. If you want to have muscle, have muscle. If you don't. Whatever works best for you and your health is what you should do for you. I cannot do one push-up. I love. Hey, Mika Nicole, send me a DM and I can help you out with that. As much as I have muscle, I can't really do pull-ups to save my life.
Okay, so again, it's the fact here is that, again, the thing, and yes, I do agree.
Girl power, yeah.
Okay, the thing here is the comment was unwarranted and unnecessary. That's the biggest thing. Okay, and again, like I said, it happens. I was coming out. This is last summer when I was doing my show, when I was getting ready for the show that we both did, the Western New York Championships, and I was coming out of a supermarket, and I heard there was a guy and a girl walking behind me, and the girl was like, "Wow, look at him." And the guy, literally, I heard the guy say, I never want to look like him. All right, so I stopped, turned around, and I said, don't worry, you never will. Okay? It's just a little bit of, this is just something that we do because I know this has happened to other people. I'm not trying to attack that woman. If she chose to do that, that is on her, okay? My thing is that I know this is something that people deal with on a regular basis, okay? I know people have been body shamed, and I know that body shaming goes on, whether you're skinny, fat, whether you have muscle, whether you don't have muscle. I don't care what it is. Body shaming goes on, and I know it does, and it's unacceptable, okay? No matter how you paint it, body shaming is 100% unacceptable in any form. Okay, we're not here singing sour grapes or anything like that. I just want to take this opportunity to take this experience and share it with you guys, because instead of us handling it, getting angry, getting pissed, and going, I did make some comments to her, and again, it was nothing disrespectful to her. Okay, again, I just brought up my points that as a mother, you shouldn't do what you did because you did it on a public forum. Okay, now, if your kids get bullied or body shamed, how can you, as a mother, tell them, well, that's not okay, but you did it?
You'd be a hypocrite.
You see what I'm saying?
You would be a hypocrite.
It's again, we're just taking this moment to bring our experience. Because that's, again, when we do our YouTube channel and stuff, this is what stuff we're going to be talking about. Things that we've experienced, And again, this is an experience for us. It's something that's happened. This is like the third time.
Not even a third time. Like this is.
Well, no. As far as with the channel, the videos, the live videos,
yes, the live videos, yes.
This is like the third time that something like this has happened. And the first couple of the times, I let it go. I didn't really say much.
He didn't.
But it continues happening. So now I want to bring up the point. Okay, if you don't like it, that's fine. I get it. This is not for everybody. This sport is not for everybody. The looks isn't for everybody. The lifestyle isn't for everybody. The dedication, most people don't have it. Okay? And that's not knocking. But some people can't do that sacrifice of not going out, not being able to eat whatever they want. It's very regimen. Okay? It's pretty much going to bed at the same time every day, eating the same foods every day at the same times every day, drinking the same amount of water for every day at the same time. Everything is so regimen that you get into a certain routine and just boom, 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 boom. Nothing really changes. Okay, most people can't do that, and I get it. It's understandable. Okay, but again, you don't have to, and if she had just said, you know what, if that's what you want to do, more power to, it's not for me. But use the word gross
and unattractive.
And yeah, gross and unattractive. Now you're going after the person, like literally down to the soul of the person. Because again, for me, an unattractive person is a person who has an ugly soul. Okay? If you're an ugly person just on the inside, then yeah, you're unattractive.
Very true.
Okay? That's what I see as being unattractive. Okay? You can't tell from the outside what kind of a person somebody is.
Never judge a book by its cover.
So again, don't mistake what this video is, what this live is for. It's not for us to like no, it's just, again, it's something that happened. It's an experience that we wanted to talk about it.
Because I'm sure everybody has had to deal with some type of body shaming if you're too tall. I'm 5'9.5". So, and I'm actually like an inch or two taller than him. I'll still wear heels when we go out because one, I bought the heels and they're cute, and I like wearing heels when I go out. I like to dress up.
I don't mind because as tall as she is, I'm wide.
Exactly.
So it makes up the difference.
We balance. And no, I mean, before I started working out, I'll be totally honest, I had very, very big boobs, but I was very thin and tiny, and I'd get picked on for that. Like, oh, I could wear, when we met, I would wear plain t-shirts and jeans. That's it. And there were always comments about the way that they looked, and I'm like, I'm not putting it out there. I wasn't wearing low-cut shirts. I was wearing t-shirts that came up to here. Even when we first started, working out, I wore baggy shirts and sweats to the gym for the first 6 months, just because I just was like, I didn't want anyone to put it out there.
And the thing I want to say is just that, if everything you do in life, any type of goals, any type of accomplishments, do it for yourself.
Yes.
If you're being body shamed, it's only true if you believe it. That's it. If somebody says you're fat and you're unattractive, you're skinny and you're unattractive, you look ugly, that's only true if you believe it. Okay? If you believe that, that's when it becomes true. And my thinking, that's their opinion. Okay? I've heard plenty of times, and she's heard women say, oh, he's just got too much muscle. Well, again, I don't do it for you. And a little backstory on me. The reason why I lost so much weight, a couple of things. Of course, I was becoming a first-time father, and I wanted to be there for my kids, of course. And second was because I got diagnosed being hypoglycemic. So I had to eat more times during the day. So by eating more meals during the day to keep my blood sugar levels, elevated and regulated, I had to learn how to eat healthy because I knew that the shit that I was eating was only going to make it worse. Okay? So there's always a backstory to everybody's actions or everybody's story. There's a beginning. Okay? So again, that was it for me. Okay? And that's why, and it just progressed to where I've always been into bodybuilding. I've always been training for something, whether it be sports, martial arts, or anything. So it just kind of went that way for me. Okay? And again, when I started dating her, and she was telling me that, and when she was young, she would get picked on for being very muscular.
Like, the things that were said to me were things that kids nowadays, unfortunately, do, commit suicide over. Like, I was called a cross-checker. I was called a hermaphrodite. I was called a boy. I was called trans. I was called horrible, horrible things. And as a kid, that was rough. Like, I would be, so down on myself in it, because I'm like, wow, I would think, I'm just this ugly person, and that's what it was. And then I'm like, wait, one of my best friends, Liz Mazzone, her mom and her family, well, Masterone now, she's married, were like, no, you're beautiful. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You're a beautiful young lady. You're smart. You're intelligent. And it took things like that. Getting with him, my muscles not being seen as a bad thing. I mean, when I was single, I would go on dates with guys, and I'd wear a long sleeve shirt because it would be wintertime or whatever. And then the next time they see me 5 on a tank, they're like, oh, ew, that's just so unattractive. And I'm like, wow, I went from being cute and whatever to now I'm unattractive because you see my arms. And that's when I was like, you know what? I'm never going to tear somebody down based off how they look because I don't know their backstory. If you're tall, if you're short, if you're thicker, you know, if you're healthy and you're a size whatever, because to me, I don't think a size 2 means that you're a picture perfect health. I don't think there's anything wrong with being a size 2. But what's healthy for you is what's healthy for you, as long as it's healthy and you're not hurting yourself or others. I just, like he said, you know, it's only true if you believe it. I'm all about uplifting other people. So I'm never going to sit there and be like, oh, you're disgusting. No, like that's not okay. And to think that that is okay is what's wrong with society. Like, it's okay to just go and just say whatever on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter because whatever. No, there are people that you are saying that to that could seriously affect them. You don't know if I'm suffering from depression and that could be something that takes me down. That is probably why he got so annoyed, because he's like, he sees me every day. He knows that I have tough skin, but there are things that will get to me or put me in a little bit of a funk because it's just like, dang, like again.
And again, and that's what, you know what I'm saying? And Tia, yeah, I want you guys to hear that. I want you guys to believe that, you know. You are good the way you are. If you choose to make a change for your benefit, for the betterment of yourself, mazel tov, more power to you. But never do it because somebody's beating you down over it. And I don't care if it's a boyfriend, husband, father, brother, neighbor, friend,
sister,
boss,
cousin, girlfriend, wife.
I don't care who that person is. There's something about themselves that they don't have, that they see in you, that they want to break down.
Yes, when someone picks on you or says something mean to you or does something, boyfriend or girlfriend cheats on you, or somebody picks on you or makes comments, it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with that person and what they feel about themselves.
Gabby, it's going to be coming up. It's going to be coming up.
We're recording videos now, so we've got some footage.
We're recording videos now, and over the response that we've gotten from our lives, that's why we're going to launch our YouTube channel. And it's going to be different things like this, because I do believe that sometimes just hearing a little bit of motivation can get them through a day.
You're welcome, Tia.
Just hearing something, you know what I mean? And again, I'm a big firm believer in that, and just, you know, uplifting people. You know, I see people all the time, because I'm 44 years old. I don't look it, but I'm 44 years old. I've got 5 kids and I got a granddaughter. Okay? So I hear people tell me all the time, I can't do that. And I ask them, but why not? Why can't you do it? What's stopping you from doing it? That's the thing you have to ask. No, you don't ever say, I can't do that. No, what's stopping me from doing that? You don't have to go the bodybuilding route, but if you want to get into shape, you want to live a healthier lifestyle, what's stopping you? Is it the fact that you don't have motivation? You don't have the right support around you? Don't beat yourself up because of your surroundings. And that's a lot of things that happens nowadays, that people internalize a lot of things and blame themselves for it. Okay? And we have to learn to look at our surroundings and see what our surroundings are. Not how we affect our surroundings. How are our surroundings affecting us? Okay, do I have a good support system? Like I said, for me, being in bodybuilding, being with her, it's the perfect support system, because she supports me. She helps. Like I said, if I'm tired, because I do work a full-time job. So if I'm tired,
training on the side.
And I personal train on the side too. So if I'm tired and I just plop on the sofa because I've just went to the gym in the morning, worked the job, just finished doing my cardio. And she's like, babe, what's your next meal? Boom, she gets up, she prepares it for me. You know, so again, I have that support system.
Same with me.
Okay? So again, it's just, I want people to learn the strength and power that you hold over your life, not what other people hold over you. Okay? And again, in today's society, I know it's hard, because I know that in today's society, especially with Facebook and YouTube and Twitter, it's so easy to beat people down, because somebody can be in West Bumfuck, Minnesota, and you can be in New York, and, you know, you can post a picture and they can just tear that picture apart and they don't ever have to face you. It's easy. But I want you to think that person might be going through something. There's something in them. They're not happy. If you post a picture with your significant other or your kids, or you're having fun, that person, then time in their life, maybe they're just not having fun. They're not happy. And that picture just cut down into them. So they have to tear it apart.
To make themselves feel better about it.
Yeah, don't ever think it's about you, because a lot of times people are going through stuff and they lash out. you know, at somebody that they see, if they see they want something. You know, they want that significant other they can't find. They want that good paying job that they can't get. You know, believe it or not, I've seen women who, you know, can't have kids tear down other mothers who do. And just posting a picture of a mother, I saw a video where a mother was at a water park playing with the kids, and this lady is like, how can you let your daughter... The daughter was running in the water. Kids run in water. If she falls, she falls. Kids fall. Kids scrape their elbows. Why are you turning this woman down for that?
Okay, with that, even like women like myself, I made the choice. I don't want to birth children. That's just my personal choice. I've had women tell me, well, why not? Well, what does your man think about that? Why would, you know, like, it doesn't make me any less of a woman. It's just a decision that I make. Also, I've got 5 stepkids. I'm okay. I've got a step granddaughter. I'm fine. It's not that I hate children, don't like kids. No, I'm actually very good with kids, and I do enjoy spending time with children. I just personally don't want to birth a child like myself, but I've got amazing stepkids, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Again, that's another thing when people ask me, like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay with it. It's her body. What say do I have in what she does with her body? And again, when we got together, the conversation of having kids was there because, again, me having 5, I didn't want to be the asshole and say, no, I don't want no more kids. So if she was open to it, we'd have the discussion. When she said she didn't want to have kids, I'm like, okay, fine. I'm okay with that. We'll have fur babies.
And one hairless cat.
Okay? We'll have a lot of fur babies and we'll be cool. We'll live our life and be happy. Okay? But again, people have to interject their feelings and how they feel about things and so on and so on and so on and so on. It's just the vicious cycle of society, okay? So people, if you take anything away from this video today, from this live, please, 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 believe in yourself, believe in everything you want to accomplish you can, and don't let anybody stop you, derail you, or tear you down from anything you want to accomplish, okay? If you want to start a journey, start that damn journey. If people don't support, people don't believe, and people try to tear you down, it's not their journey. They don't understand it. When you do something, people will go from asking you, why are you doing that, to how you did that. Trust and believe that that's the way it's gonna happen. It's happened with me, okay? When people ask me, man, how did you get, and you know, from all these people talking, oh, I can't do that. I don't know why you do. Again, it's going to happen. So people, believe in yourself. The person that has control over your actions and over your life is the person staring back at you in the mirror.
And the person in the mirror, that's your only competition. Nobody else. It's just you. And, you know, RuPaul, one of my faves, says, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love anybody else? That's very true. But also, don't let other people derail you or make you feel some type of way. And if you need some motivation or somebody to give you a good pep talk, you can always DM me. I'm always, you know, up to give a good pep talk or a good hurrah. If you wanna, if you're in the area, you want someone just to, you know, if you're in the Buffalo area, you need someone just to walk with you outside or walk with you, be standing next to you. I'll dress up like a superhero and stand in the gym while you work out. I don't care. I've seen someone do that on a meme for their friend because they were worried about people staring at them. I will do that for somebody because you know what? If you make the decision to live a better, healthier lifestyle or anything that you choose to do, it's always good to have a good support system. I have an amazing support system right here. And I think that is so important. And honestly, if you got people, friends, oh, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. No, you might need to reevaluate and think about your friends because your friends should be, you know, your number one.
That should be your number one support system. If they're your friends, they should really be there in your corner and support you. You know, they may not understand it,
but they should still support it.
Okay, they should still support it.
So that's all we got for today. If you guys got any questions, you can hit me up on DM or hit up Mark and or Mocha. And we'll let you guys know once we launch that YouTube channel. You guys have a great day. Have a fun weekend. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.